PA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight we put a bow on Week 15 with a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. Levis going to the air right away. Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Levis now off of play action. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Levis sets up to throw here. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground. They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They go play action with Howell. Throw out wide to Walker. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
In motion right, that's Burks. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Wow, a great read by the secondary. They came up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Going to go for it. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Barkley again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Looks good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. In motion right, that's Burks. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Howell. He completes this to Walker. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out the tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They'll try and throw for it here. And they hit as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Levis now on 1st and 10.
They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
1st and 10, it's Levis.
Over the middle, complete. It's Sutton. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Levis.
Touchdown, 49ers. Courtland Sutton with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the 49ers are able to extend their lead.
Lutz with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. Taking it about the 1.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
17-0 our score after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
Now Howell.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. B.J. Ojulari has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And brought in downfield by Burks. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
In motion right, that's Burks. They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Chase, the motion man right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
They'll go play action. Powell. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Niners are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Levis is thrown complete to McBride.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36.
This one finds Wilson downfield.
Touchdown!
Garrett Wilson.
36 yards.
And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
A lot to look to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Vikings nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession.
They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Vikings.
Jamar Chase.
78 yards.
And the Vikings get a bit closer.
Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll make it 24-7.
Vikings 7. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
With a play fake, and now here's Hal to throw it. A short throw pulled in by Woods.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 8.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction. Makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
Howell out of the shotgun. Going to be taken in here by Nacua.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
McPherson's kick is good. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
What we do? Go, baby. Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Meanwhile, Levis's throw complete there to Smith. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here.
This is Smith to the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
That connection seemed to work out okay on the first play of the drive. Why not go right back to it? And once again, this defense is left without an answer as they surrender back-to-back 1st downs.
On 1st down, Levis.
It's caught on the right side of Smith. Now San Francisco will call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
1st and 10. Here's Levis.
Touchdown 49ers.
Devontae Smith
In the final seconds of the 1st half.
and the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Luntz good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This taken in right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Howell, another throw on second down. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. B.J. Ojulari able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Howell from the gun. The short one there, caught by Likely. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Levis back to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They run again with Walker.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now this throw caught left side. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Trying the left side with Walker. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Slot man moves right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass. All right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
It's a loss of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 12-yard line.
And Howe will throw it.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Howell, 3rd and goal.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or...
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
Back to throw, it's Levis. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Howell down to throw it.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but Certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
Second and goal at the 49ers 5-yard line.
On second down, it's Walker. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ken Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
McPherson on for the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
The score, Niners 31, Vikings 17. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now Isaiah Pacheco going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Levis. This is taken in by McBride. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Now Levis. Flush to his right. And Levis with a smart move, sliding down after picking up the first. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Levis to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Levis looking to throw. Touchdown! Courtland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Powell. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Levis now on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
2nd down, here's Levis. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Barkley will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
The score, Niners 45, Vikings 17. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He will find his man Chase complete. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 43. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. It's Howell with another throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Howell.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Levis. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
So the victory here.